there are movie posters behind us.
Yeah, those are all of mine.
Oh, good choices.
Real movies. Yeah. Can't emphasize that enough.
Kill Bill. Kill Bill.
Clearly, you didn't method act.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for boosting my confidence. Turns out the average adult needs 16 confidence boosters a month to feel their best.
Mm-hmm.
A poll of, oh no, I'm so sorry, 2,000 British adults.
Oh, boy.
Oh, here we are again.
You know how accurate.
Fun fact about British. No, I'm just kidding.
So, wearing their favorite outfit, answering quiz show questions, getting a compliment on their smile, and receiving a friendly smile from a stranger can give them a lift. Also, exercising, getting a beauty treatment, having someone ask you for advice also have a positive impact on self-esteem. 83% of those polled say they can make a bad day good and a good day even better. The study also finds that 41% of adults regularly return the favor. This woman's just looking at herself in the mirror.
We're going to do a whole show just on stock photos. Just clip art.
Just looking at herself boosts her mood.
I have never smiled that much looking at myself.
I have no mirrors for obvious reasons.
Truly, when I go to the barber, I don't look in the mirror.
Yes.
I'm just like,
yeah.
You know, I'm just like,
God, y'all need therapy.
I think if I look at myself in the mirror, I'm going to call myself gay. I don't know why. It's just going to come. That early 2000s.
Well, vanity is not your deadly sin.
No, it's not.
46% feel more confident now than they did 10 years ago. Putting this down to being more comfortable with who they are, overcoming challenges, and being more experienced in the workplace.
Wait, say that again. Do you mind? I'm sorry. More people are confident?
46% feel more confident now than they did 10 years ago.
Sure.
9% feel less confident, and they blame their changing looks and not feeling like they have a spring in their step anymore. 29% say the decade in which they felt the most confident was in their 20s.
Oh, are you kidding?
19% who felt most self-assured in their 30s.
Yeah. Weigh in on that, guys. I'm about to be 32 in a month. How do y'all
48.
respect? How do you feel? What is your most confident decade?
I had a diluted amount of self-confidence in my early 20s.
Respect.
I thought I could do anything, and I did quite a lot. So I would say early 20s, I was most confident.
Okay, I take it back. Sorry, I'm
I'm
Bill's lapdog.
The realities of the world are crippling me.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better, honey. It doesn't get any better.
The top 15 confidence boosters, I'll just read a few. Doing something you thought you couldn't do, that for sure, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Finding clothes which suit or flatter you or have a White Sox logo on it. Funny.
What? I love this article.
Knowing the answer
British people love White Sox.
Knowing the answer to a quiz question. For this reason, it is why I do not watch Jeopardy. It makes me feel like a piece of shit because I don't know a single answer. Why am I going to watch?
Just knowing an answer to a quiz question, that's like a big confidence boost?
Yeah, confidence booster. If you know
so
the answer.
funny.
Say that.
Having freshly brushed teeth. Great. Spraying your favorite perfume. Bossing it at work. Yeah, sure, I get that.
Okay, that's so vague. What does that mean?
Okay.
That was that written by the Kathy cartoon? Geez, bossing it at work?
I believe
my thighs.
this was a Study Finds article. Now, okay, what is your favorite confidence booster? Do you do a workout? Obviously,
Yes.
as a comedian, getting a laugh.
No, and I'm not going to take it here, but it truly is pickup soccer. We can move on from that. We already broached the
You're in your
subject.
soccer era.
I have my family grew up. It was a huge part of our life. My brother was a professional. Fun fact, yeah. Anyway, we don't have to talk about it. It truly is the thing.
I want that jersey.
It's a great jersey. It truly is the thing I go and do in New York, where I just feel I grew up playing it my whole life, so I'm a pretty decent player. But here's the thing: when you're good at sports in your early 30s. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go on a date with a woman. Yeah, I scored 2 goals in pickup last night. Yeah. But there is something about the pathetic male ego that when you're in the game, this is the most important thing in the world. And I'll tell you the nicest compliments I've gotten recently. I had a guy go, "Are you European?" based off of how I played.
That's
and
yeah.
that kind of shit sticks with you.
Oh, sure.
That kind of shit sticks with you. You know, when you're feeling down, you go, that one guy who I'll never see again, thought I was European. And I got to look him in the eye and go, no, I'm a patriot.
I feel the same way when people ask if I'm Spanish.
Hey, that is a compliment.
And especially if it's another Latinx kind of person who asks me if I am. I'm like, you thought I was one of you. That makes me feel good. And I don't know why. I guess because we're conditioned to just think white is boring.
Spanish people are, that's them saying, are you attractive? Or you are attractive.
Beautiful and like
in Florida, I get
spicy.
Mexican. Yeah, I've more than once I've been spoken to in Spanish.
Yeah, I could see that though.
The sun really hits me.
You do get very tan.
And I can't grow a facial hair. So there's both those combinations after me. And they're always blown away when I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Bill does kind of look like he now owns the landscaping company. Doesn't he?
Started off not knowing any English, and I worked my way up.
Yeah.
I own it, yeah.
And now your English is fucking great. You have your own show. You speak English.
I wear flannel shirts buttoned all the way to the top. Buttons open here now.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have
and yeah, don't fuck with me.
That's very stereotypical.
Well, I'm allowed. I can say those things.
Come on, he's Spanish.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not Spanish. Don't call someone on.
You should Hilaria Baldwin it.
Who's
Go
that?
full in. That was Alec Baldwin's wife that pretended she was Spanish.
Really?
Talked in a fake accent.
She was from Spain, but I think she was from Boston or the area.
An ounce of Spanish blood.
Literally the opposite of Spain is Boston. Kind of awesome, though. She really did that?
Yeah.
For years.
How committed.
Not only that, still every once in a while does the accent, even though born in New Hampshire.
Busting out the ay chingado.
Just absolutely delusional.
Even I, as a Ukrainian woman, I still feel the need to clarify that I'm like fourth generation.
You're pretty good about that, yeah.
You know, because I feel like it's misleading to be like proud Ukrainian when in fact I've never been. I don't know anyone there.
Right.
I've maybe had pierogies a few times in my life and that's it.
Well, going back to our earlier evacuation day discussion, see how it all can be tied into a bow. Every Europeans, anywhere else in the world, they're very puzzled by Americans because in one sense, we're the most obnoxiously nationalistic country they've ever seen. America this, America that. But then when you sit them down and ask them, so, like, where are you from? Or, like, if you're just with them separately, they're like, oh, I'm Irish, because their 15th great-grandfather came over the boat. Like, oh, I'm a quarter German. They don't understand that. Like, they're like, no, you're American. Like, I don't it's very puzzling to them.
Yeah.
And it's a very strange, weird dichotomy for us.
We're in America, though. Yeah, the American, like, I love how America's identity is kind of bastardizing in sometimes a great way. Like Italian American is like completely bastardized Italian, but it's endearing and lovable in its own way.
Except for Steve.
Except for Steve, who's so clearly,
just a walking fucking Mario and Luigi stereotype. Ugh.
With Wario's body.
Yeah.
Why you say these things? It's offensive. You make offense on me.
You were making offense on him.
I was making a. Hey, I got Luigi's body. We could be a doubles tennis team.
Hey, well, speaking of tennis, I got Billie Jean King. Could be worse, Mario. You know.
This is true.
Wait, Bill. What's the compliment you get either from time to time or a notable one that comes up where you're like?
I was trying to think about the way you felt with being European, and it goes back. And this was, I don't know why this made my fucking week. I was doing a little truck hopping, and
what is? Whoa, hold on.
It's my new hobby.
Hopping?
It's got, the truck.
Rides on the back of trucks.
Do you guys like each other?
No, she doesn't. I like her.
Every time I see Bill bring up something that gives him joy, I look over at Joe, who rolls her eyes.
No, it's unbelievable.
You're glowing about to talk about truck hopping, and I see her go, oh, Jesus.
Well, and like
it's so dangerous and like juvenile.
But it's fun. But anyway,
hopping.
I got in the back of a delivery truck, and they only go a couple blocks, and I get off, and I hear all this rustling in the front, and I'm like, oh, shit, I wonder if, like, they're going to call somebody or something like that. And they all go, "Rah!" like that, right at the back of the truck, and I was a belle of the ball. I was just glowing. It was like the first time I didn't feel awful in months. And I was just, I don't even know if you I saw. I just had this big dumb smile on my face.
The truck driver applauded you?
3 other guys in the
Fucking
seat, too,
awesome.
wedged in there. They just thought they never see anything like that. The fact that I hitched a ride on the back.
Well, it's because there's 3 of them in the front. The guy in the middle's like, I should have just hopped on the back.
But I still think about it to get like a good feeling.
Oh my God! Can I tell you one of my best New York stranger complimenting me moments in my 10 years in New York? I'm walking. I'm gonna assume silence is yes. I'm walking on the Williamsburg Bridge alone, and in the distance, I see teenagers doing graffiti. And as I'm passing by them, I just go, yo, that's awesome, guys. I just go, hey, keep it up. That's great. And then they go, you want to do one? And I was like, I got somewhere to be. I'm sorry, guys. I walked 30 feet, and then I go, what am I doing?
Serious?
What am I doing?
Come up with a tag.
It was like in Dumb and Dumber when they're like, what have you done? And I ran back to them, and I was like, you know what? I do want to do a tag. And they tossed me the graffiti, and I wrote Bret on the bridge. And then these teenagers all went, Bret, 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 Bret.
That wins.
Honestly, that's a really cool story.
Yeah, that's great.
It was truly top 5 moment in my existence.
You're on a cloud the rest of the day.
Wait, have you walked by it since? Is
No,
it
I haven't.
there?
I need to go.
yeah.
I need to go.
Gotta check.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's still there. And but
Or
I would
maybe
be on cloud 9.
you left and they just wrote right over it.
just that shit actually sucked.
They wrote Bret and then underneath sucks.
Yeah. That's probably what they did.
They're kids.
They're kids. But yeah, that's.
I would be glowing the rest of the day.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And like, I get a lot as far as women want. Well, I guess you shouldn't now, but like, women complimenting other women, their clothing and stuff like that. Because like, if I go to my Bears bar and I'm wearing not that kind, and and I'm wearing a particularly like my Cocaine Bear shirt.
Sure.
Like if you get complimented on that by another fan, like if it's creative in any way. Your heart becomes 10 times bigger. Like
It really
it's a
means
crazy
a lot.
Another compliment I really love is when a bartender buys me a drink. I view that as a compliment.
You know, they do that for a lot of everyone. Like it's a buyback. Yeah.
Not everyone.
What is it? I don't know if that's ever happened to me.
It's like you have 3 drinks a lot of times. You know, they'll be like, "Oh, that's what's on me, buddy."
For people like me who do not have 3 drinks in a
gotcha.
sitting, if they just buy me the second one, or they're like, "Oh, here, this is on me," just because I'm pretty or
At least you know.
polite or just like quiet, and
Oh, you're pretty.
they want to. That always makes me feel good.
But that is a nice that
Right?
it makes you feel good.
Totally.